Hey everybody, this is a very last minute, potentially unexpected live stream, but I had like my task list and I was like, I need to do the Maid Cafe Simulator UI. And I just didn't want to do it. And I was like, what better way to force me to do it than to just do it on a live stream? And it's basically like Jeroxia says, lo-fi work with me time with Marnix, except it's not lo-fi. This is the current vibe, Skyrim, spring ambience, day ambience, whatever you want to call it. It's 3 hours. Part of me hopes that I will be done with this in 3 hours, but we'll see. It is gonna be probably just a bit of a chill. See me place down stuff, because we have like some UI stuff here. This is like made by William, because I can tell you first problem here. Yeah, so this is something I realized as well. Okay, let's fix this. Hello, heart level code. I'm gonna do UI. Hi, Alessandro as well. This is definitely gonna be a lurk stream. I'm also gonna... let me ask William. Scene changes. Oh no, actually, this is not gonna be a scene thing. Is this a new project? So this is not really a new project. This is what William has been working on for the past month plus. Yeah, month. No, less than a month. 3 weeks. It's our cafe simulator game. So we can do, stuff. We can interact. Oh, I have to press E. It's nothing too crazy. But there is basically no UI right now. And that's just what we're going to be doing. Look at our beautiful headless character. Definitely peak. Like, this is the boss menu right now. But hey, we can look down at ourselves. So we're going to make this UI decent. There's a difference here. I think we're not going to focus too much on actual implementation. Wow, how do you make games? We are 3 people. That's how we do it. I am just a face you see, but we have 2 more people who are actually the ones who develop games. And I help them doing things like UI because they're way better programmers than me. And that's kind of what we're going to do here as well. We're going to make the UI, and I'm going to start by doing this scale with screen size because this is annoying me. And then they are the ones who actually get to implement all of it and things like that. Are you going to try and go for diegetic UI? What the hell is diegetic UI? Is it like the in... Oh, yeah. We call it world space UI. It's like the name we give it. It's going to be less for now. But yeah, indeed. That is part of the goal of like you have like a computer in the game that you just interact with. But stuff like your heads-up display and like the main menu, the pause menu, that's kind of the stuff we want to do as well. Because it's a multiplayer game, so right now it just connects straight IP, which is not great. We have some ideas on what we want to do here, and I'm just gonna prepare some stuff for that. It's not gonna be functional entirely, but it should allow for William then to just implement it when he comes to that point of like, I'm gonna work on the lobbies or whatever. So that's kind of the goal here. And I think we're going to start with the main menu a little bit. Main menu UI. And then once again, we put this scale with screen size, 920 by 1080. We do everything at a 1080p reference resolution. And usually that works for everything. It's going to be very similar UI feel to some of the other games that we've made. But if it works, it works. So yeah, I'm going to keep this kind of functional for now, just so we can join and then go from there. I have indeed watched the WAN show Construct. I have indeed. Step number 1, don't use TeamViewer, I think. So yeah. How come you pick that size? Is it like a rule? It's just like 1080p is still like the most common display. And like scaling up from 1080p, like it's just comfortable. You could do 720p, you could do something else, but it's like it's easier for scaling, and then we scale based on height, and then generally it has pretty good support for like different aspect ratios, because like we also do things like ultra wide, and then you can also like Steam Deck and verify it like that way. You have like a bunch of default resolutions, but a lot of people still play at like 1920 by 1080 or 1440p, and the upscaling is pretty easy going from 1080p. It's mainly just you want to get to what is it, the scale thing correct. So we're gonna do some stuff. I think what I also, at the end of the day, any plans to use Rive at some point? I don't think for this. This is a very simple, like all of these are simple UIs at the end of the day. It's like we need multiplayer, we need whatever. Working cheat code, I like it. I don't know what you mean, Peter, but this is me just being like, I have to work. Let's take a look. What do I currently have? So I threw the logo in already, so we're just gonna create. Let's just begin. Let's create a button group. Main button group. We're gonna call it. We're gonna put it part of the main UI. I'll put the game smaller here so it can work in the scene view. Where's the connected pop-up? Let's turn around, put this on 2D mode. What's it called, this motion blur? I kinda dislike it. Oh well, we'll deal with that later. I have not played Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. Oh, cheat code for forcing productivity. Yes, that's exactly what this is. Add components. I'm going to add a vertical layout group. Oh, I don't like. Okay, just give me all. Thank you very much. And in here, we're gonna make an image. Thing. Put this in here. Main menu button group. This one we tie here. Width's gonna be 300 by 700. I think that's like a. Let's do 400. We have like one common issue we have with our UIs is that we make them way too big. So I hope we can kind of resolve that today by not making like too much things. What's the dev timeline for this game? The dev timeline for this game is gonna be a release after November, basically, and that's it. Also, Harry 3H, you don't look like you're having good sleeps these days. I am actually having really good sleeps these days. I just my eye bags, wow, they're actually kind of horrible right now. But yeah, way too big UI. It's custom models. Yeah, we're gonna make this smaller. I guess I don't think I can show this easily. Yeah, because I have like a full screen extension, so I can look at it not just in this tiny window down here. But yeah, I think I had a. Oh, we're gonna set up I2 localize actually, because I'm gonna write a bunch of text and I want to do this. How did we do this again? Google documentation, because we're gonna use this for like our fonts. How did we make it get started? Enable localization targets. How do I make the Google spreadsheets here? This is what we wanted. Click install. Okay. Then, oh, this is in Dutch, but I think I just run it. Check right. Yes. This is kind of janky because they use like an older manifest. I'm not from Holland. I love sauce. I'm gonna ban you for that. I'm from Belgium. Yeah, so this is the problem. They kind of like gave up on it. That's why we don't really want to use localize anymore. Or like, I can't recommend this. You can still install it. I just forgot how. It's like something else. Actually, I think maybe I once made a note for myself on how to do this. Let me check. Because there was an old time. Let me see my archive of notes. No, in the idea box of notes. Do I have it in here? Maybe under scrapped. Yes. Yes, I didn't. No, I didn't note down how I do it. This was something painful. Select publish, deploy as web app. No need to be. First step is copy the doc. Is it copy? I thought it was a run. Make a copy of the web service source code on your Google Drive. Do this on. You will make one. Thank you very much, William. I forgot how to do it. It's always something very weird. Oh, maybe also you want to change the localization password. Yeah. Oh, we're just breaking location. Okay. Whilst William is doing that, I'm going to... I think I had a prefab already. Yeah, I made a UI button prefab. Let's just throw this in here. Is this what I want? No, I don't think so, because this is not a rounded button. We have an asset that I'm probably gonna look back and forth as well. Oh, this is slow. This is like one of my annoyances of Unity. It's like how this is just miserable to use. Thank you for being Bite Me Games. I am enjoying my life being Bite Me Games. Thank you very much, Vista Realms, as well. Hindi has Dutch beat for translation. Poepen, scharten, farten. Okay. Let's take a look. What's the third party GPU pack? Clean and modern. Demo. Prefabs. UI elements. Button. What is a credits button? Okay, so this is a default button. This doesn't feel like a credits button, okay. Regular button, semi-rounded, basic, filled. What does this look like? I don't like the fact that it's also like low res here. So we're not gonna do this. Sharp rounded, basic, filled. Yeah, I like the sharp rounded the most. I'm gonna get... do we use the button prefab? That's a question. I don't think we do. I think it's something that I made yesterday. What? It is semi-rounded, supposedly. I can tell you. It's not. Why is my button invisible? Oh, because it's not in the canvas. That's why. Yeah, no. I'm gonna get rid of these buttons. I'm gonna get rid of this one. That motion blur in the editor is very nice. I'll look into deleting it later. But we do have very strong motion blur right now. It's like HDRP. I don't know which one exactly it is. This is the first time we're using HDRP. We figured a way to disable global volume profile. Do we have fog, shadows, bloom? Okay, it's not in here. That motion blur is not post-processing. Okay. Is it something you like, William? In a UI? I don't remember how I disabled here. Okay, let's just Google this. Because this is like one of the magics of HDRP. HDRP scene view motion blur. Post process volume. I have no idea. Don't worry. Add a motion blur override and force it to be on. You don't have it. Okay. Let's ask our boy ChatGPT. He made a Unity HRP project. Does it give? Game view effect. But I do want this. Default camera components. This should have anti-aliasing regardless. Nope. We don't have TAA. We don't have TAA. We don't have these. We don't have these either. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that indeed as well. Hi, Donny DR. Zuiderbutjes. Yesterday I found out there's some kind of UI builder. You mean for like part of the like new Unity UI toolkit? Perhaps? Edit, project settings. And then HDRP default settings. Maybe if I just look up like motion blur. Two options. Put this to 0. Does it solve it? Yes. Okay. Easy fix. We'll figure it out later. I definitely don't want to have motion blur in my UI. That is miserable. Okay, so we're going to get this button round sharp rounded, and we're going to make this like our default button. I'm gonna change this so it's a bit bigger maybe. I'll make chat a little bit smaller, just so it takes up less space. Prefab. Unpack completely. We're just gonna call this button. Let's take a look. We do not need to have clean button script, because this is like some stuff of the UI asset itself. I generally don't like UI asset packs apart from them coming with like the pretty images and that, and I just want to rip that off basically. I had a question. I know how to navigate to Unity and use features. I don't know how to code. Should I rely on ChatGPT completely for the coding part, or should you learn? You should learn part, and you can speed up the learning through ChatGPT. That's what it comes down to. We are not doing this border. That looks bad. And I already included, I added a font yesterday. Our EN primary font. Because we wanted something cute. And then on here, we want to add an I to localize. But now this is going to be annoying because it doesn't have the script yet. Or like it's not initialized yet. So we should be fine. Chat, please answer if you can. So, use asset pack with code in it already. Yeah, but still you probably want to like change things at certain points. Okay, so this is way too big. So let's make this 200 by 50. Let's make this 170 instead. Slice, that's fine. And let's go for a font size of 24. I just want to see. Nah, it's kind of annoying because you guys can't really see it well. Put it on 16 by 9 aspect. So I see how it looks just on my big display. You guys can't fully see it, but yeah. What if I want to get into AAA industry? One, you don't, and two, if you want that, yeah, you're gonna have to actually learn to code. You're not getting through that using AI. There's no shot. Um, Surprised Unreal doesn't have a simulator template. Why is this also middle center? Why is there? Oh, I know why. They should be gone. I don't like this button color actually. I want to make this brighter, more white. And the text is gonna be dark. I'm gonna make these bold as well. Fun. I'll do my best. Working on my UI while listening to you working on UI. Is this the new meta dev? I don't know. I don't think so. And let's just add a spacing of 8. Does this look now? Nah, it's kind of small. I'm gonna make button bigger. To 200. Good morning, Schmiggy, as well. William, can we get an ETA on I to localize? Because I kind of want to give like text to this already and set up the fonts just to like get the like initial thing out of the way for it as well. But it doesn't make sense for me to like make like new game now and then immediately have to refactor it. Oh, check Discord. Oh yeah, I'm in streamer mode, so I don't get notifications. Okay, I got the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet. Oh, I need to. Please give me access. Should I also pull? Are you gonna set it up and then or I think I can just add the URL, right? I'm not sure actually how it worked again. Let's take a look at this. I to localize. Because I need like the web service URL, which is different than the one that you sent me. Pull first before you commit, please, because I did like something yesterday for some reason. Oh, I remember why. Aha, I got access. Good as well. Hi, Crazy Gamer, not gonna lie. I don't know if that's your name, but that's now your name. All files are up to date. Okay. It is. I knew it. Thanks for the follow. Then you guys get to see the beauty of I to localize. Is this your new title? What do you mean new title? Like Maid Cafe Simulator? This is gonna be like one of our actual games that we're seriously working on. I have 2,940 changes. I give you the things to enter Unity. Sounds like a plan. I think all I need is like the web service URL. Is this still the game from yesterday? No, it's not. This is the last 2 games were sponsored streams, the prototypes. This is like working on our actual games and doing that basically. Because I have been blueballing William on the UI, and I've just been too lazy to do it. So I was like, fuck it, I have to do this. I'm just gonna stream it. I just noticed the Mate Dream and color scheme. Yeah, that was on purpose for the logo that I made it. I even went like, oh, let me reverse look up like the font that they use and then like made their own cute hearts as well. This is sponsored by Bite Me Games. Yeah. Patreon.com/Bite Me Games. Trojan. Isn't blue balling part of a Made Cafe experience? Absolutely. Yes, that got shared with me. Make sure to hide this from stream because it includes our password. Great. Thank you very much, William. I'll do my best. You are now not seeing anything, hopefully. Web service URL. Oh, this is very awkward. Give me a second, guys. I'm doing Stuff that is not intended for your poor eyes. Then we get the passwords. Maid Cafe Simulator localization. There's no way, William, that we can't like hide this. I just realized. It just shows it. But they can't see the full service URL. And it's just a random password. So maybe we can ball? I'm not sure. Because the moment I want to sync, I have to open the thing that shows the password. Yeah, sync the button is the same. Since the button is on the same page as the password and it ain't a password field. Oh, thanks for the follow as well, by the way, Lepus Nix. How did we start with Unity? I just like... I don't think I have the most relatable experience. I just like took in information from working together with two people who had a better understanding of how Unity works. And then I added my own stuff. Okay, so what language are we going to do? We're going to do Japanese. We are going to do Chinese. I need to get the right one. Simplified, yes. We're going to do Korean. So we have CJK. Then we get Spanish. Which one do you want? Spanish, Latin Americas. We're gonna do Portuguese, Brazilian. We are missing German. From Germany. Okay, so we have English, Dutch, French, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Spanish. You don't pull in the current spreadsheet. I already added those. Oh, I only got these three. Okay, I'll pull in. Give me a second. Now I have to put this back off stream. This is import, replace. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, you added Polish, Portuguese. I see. Okay. Portuguese, we do need to specify which kind of Portuguese we have. Portuguese, where's P? We can do just Portuguese. I don't think we need to do it. Why these exactly? Because there is a very big audience called Latin America, Brazil, and like Argentina, and all of those basically. You should also do Russian. Yeah, we have Russian in here. I think this is the same as we had for I think our other games. Thai is gonna be up in the air, but should be fine. Okay. And then I think the outsource translation by ChatGPT. We do polyglot sometimes to double check UI, but for the most part, it's like AI ChatGPT, and it works pretty solid as well. I should not push this button, or William is gonna go crazy. So we're not gonna do that. Categorize. We're not gonna do that either. Okay, so we just have terms. How many people do you have in your studio? 3. Indeed. Because sometimes ChatGPT doesn't fully understand what it's doing. For the most part, it's okay. Okay, let's make a new tab called UI. And I think this is a pain. I don't think this is visible. If I now export merge, is it going to show up the language like on this tab as well? No. I think I can literally just copy paste this, honestly. It's been main menu underscore. Let's just do like continue. Main menu underscore. New game, main menu underscore, saves, main menu underscore. Doesn't make sense. Could put a main menu. Oh well. We're gonna call it settings because this is generic term. And then we're gonna go UI underscore Reddit. Continue. New game. Saves. Settings. Credits. UI. Connect. Okay, I'm going to just for the sake of myself move these apart. Oh, I think I can actually. What's it called? Why is this in Dutch? I have no idea. UI underscore quit. So we have some terms, and then we're going to add one more. We're going to call this one fonts. Call this primary, secondary. And then once again, get the keys. And I think if I now import, I shouldn't show this. Yes, this did work. Why can't you pull all the translations in one spreadsheet? Because you mean like in one sync? Oh, god damn it. In one spreadsheet, like it's too big. Because if we go like what do we do now is we go here to our text and we have I to localize on it. Now I can go, okay, I want fonts, primary or whatever, or I can do UI. And it's we used to have unicycle pizza time. It is in one single tab. It was miserable. And also like Google Translate is miserable as well. UI design in Excel, no Chandu 16. It's just our localization system that we do in here. Because now I can do, okay, I want new game. So what I usually do, also just to make myself clear, is like I use like this lowercase, I forgot the exact term. If it's like the default, and then now UI, main menu, new game, it's going to be overwritten by the value in I to localize. And I think just for completion's sake, let's set up the localization. So we have primary. Oh no, I do this in I2 languages. I should have gone to change this to font primary, font secondary. Spreadsheet. So we can then do is, okay, we have, I shouldn't have merged, oh well. We have font primary, we're going to turn this into a text mesh pro font. And then now I can be like en primary. How did you connect the spreadsheet and Unity? It's what this asset does basically, but it's something that is supported in, I think, Unity itself as well. So now we just assign the like Latin languages to en primary. And then we go to Google Fonts. And we find ourselves a sweet Japanese font. Polyglot Game Dev. Just so like, I like to have this set up basic so I know it works. Nice new game. Okay, yeah. Atarashi game. And then I kind of ignore this for the rest until like we get to the point of releasing the game. So now I'm going to be looking for a sans serif font that has a cute feel. I don't know if we're gonna find something. This is harder. What's a good one? This is kind of all of these are kind of weird. Oh well. And not these. Oh, I feel like it did it do the cute one? It did. Playful is maybe a better one. No, this is not readable at all. Mm, I think just the Noto is gonna be the best one. It's so basic. This is the one we use for Kyoto anomaly. Let's go back to calm, maybe. This is cute because it's a matey girl at the end of the day. So I don't want to go for a full on like slap serif font. But you want something that remains good visibly. I think like the Kosugi one, which is like a bit more boldish on its own, could work. I like this one as well. Oh, it's a variable one. Okay. I'm just gonna take something else. Okay, this is volume. How does this preview look? Why does it suddenly add a serif when I go to the light one? I think I'm just gonna go Noto. Fuck it. It works. No need to reinvent the wheel. This should be an easy fix later on, worst case. Get fonts. Noto Japanese. Fonts. Folder. Sinning Stam as well. What's your native language? Dutch. It's my native language. So that's why we localize our games to Dutch. Otherwise, it genuinely is like kind of dumb. But it's like, that's like the easiest one to do as well. So then we create font, TextMesh Pro, font asset, SDF. Rename this to JP primary. And we'll move this to the same. Rename. Back to localize. Japanese. This one, JP. I just realized that we don't have a button yet to change language. Oh well. We're just gonna trust that this works and we're gonna keep going. So we're gonna have we have our button prefab now. Oh, we don't have our button prefab actually. I'm going to create this into a prefab. All the things I did before. I'm just gonna get rid of these again. So what we want to have this one to unassigned. We want to put this one on fonts primary. So it's going to always save this by default. And then we're going to give this text. And I think then we should be good. Prefabs, UI. Drag in the button. Now we have an easy button to reuse throughout our game. So we have button continue. Button new game. Join game. Button saves. Button settings. Credits, shirting, button credits. Holy shit, we're getting too many buttons. Many Dutch gamers actively horror from seeing Dutch in games. Surprisingly volcanic. When we went to Game Force with Forge Industry, there was like they could choose. A lot of people did play in Dutch. More than I kind of expected. And then Button quits. Text. I to localize UI quit. Credits. Text. I to localize UI. Credits. These are too damn many buttons, is what I'm realizing now. Might be for the game type as well. I hate Dutch VOs. I think, yeah, I do as well. By the way, Latrim, I don't think I explained the game, but I feel like this should kind of explain the game. It's like the supermarket simulators and whatever, but it's a 1 to 4 player co-op. You run a maid cafe. It's very cute. Why are these not prefabs? I'm gonna have to redo these. God damn it. I'm gonna redo this prefab as well. I'm annoyed by the fact that it just says text. Okay, button continue. So the goal is gonna be, if you don't have any save files yet, you're gonna have the new game, and otherwise it's just gonna say button continue. Button new game. Here, localize, UI, new game. Are you using any assets from My Virtual Girlfriend? No. It's also My Virtual Friend. Big difference. Game. Saves. Settings. Oh, wow. My music is so quiet that you don't hear it. Let's try this again. I was like, yeah, it's very silent. This should be better. The mates should be cat girls. That is possible as well. We have some of the assets button. Quit. Next. So I don't know if you guys can see this. So this is the game thing. It does actually update the moment that I assign the values. I don't think I have a join game one actually. I don't need this. We're not doing a furry game. UI. Join game. I assume you've seen this star. What? I wasn't sure I can Google that without getting adult websites, but it was okay. I assume you've seen this. I have no idea what the star is, La Tromée. But you can... Maid Cafe is definitely safe to look up. You're not going to get porn sites for the most part. Saves. And settings. It's a link to a Steam game. Oh, links gets nuked. Just for you to know in case, key localization file, main menu versus... Oh. Did I fuck up? Oh, menu. Main menu underscore join game. Thank you for that one. It didn't go anywhere. Okay. So we're gonna have this permanently visible. I feel like this is kind of small. Take a look. This is hard for you guys to see. Gonna be back in 1 second. I'm gonna add a 16:9 display just so we have a better reference that I can go and look at. Give me 1 second. I realized you guys have no idea what I am looking at, and it's like the downsides of working with an ultra-wide monitor. Let me put myself back on visible. Okay, I'm suddenly taller. I have no idea how. Why am I taller? Because you were planning with Magical Girl Gardens? I don't think so. All of my displays are freaking out now. Should be fine. Back. And then if I check now, okay, this works. So what I can now do... Okay, yeah, so now we have a 16:9 preview of like how this would look, and this gives me a better idea as well of like how big are all of the sizing and things like that. I love the way that Guild Architect looked. Well, we're not artists either. Damn, this was really a mobile UI with the Williams stuff. I think we can fix that though. Okay, the connection pop-up has to stay. Just for your sake, William, I'm not going to write any code because you will kill me. You're welcome. But I am going to... This UI was functional smiley face. I'm gonna swap. I've placed 7 buttons and now I want to move on. I've placed 7 buttons in 47 minutes and that is what we have done so far. Let's go and take a look at the hut. I think this is another one. Where did my top bar go? Oh well. Is it like playgrounds? What was it? At the outdoor scene. We have a hut in here. Scene, UI. Okay, so I have a pause menu. We have a hut. In the hut right now, it's a crosshair, and the crosshair is okay, just this. Yeah, William, reminder about the scene thing. It's gone. Like, I only have this for some reason. That's the magic. It was there, like, a little bit ago. I'm not stupid. It's just gone. It'll come back at some point. Seems like a skill issue. I can ban you from this chat, you know. The easiest way for me... Oh, I have to log in. Sure. Where is Kyoto? Anomaly. I'm just gonna pull the crosshair from that game. Assets, art, 2D. Crosshair in here. We have a pointer. I'll look at a different pointer, perhaps. Crosshair.png. This is the one I was looking for. Download. I can ban you from the project. I can ban you from your paychecks. We do not want this here. Art. Single apply. Let's turn this crosshair into an actual circle sprite. This looking game. Let's take another look. Hello. Display. This is very tiny now. So let's make this like an 8 by 8. Look what this does. Yeah, I think this is a better crosshair, kind of subtle, and actually round. I don't want to. You can still use the Google Translate, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, because Google Translate is kind of miserable. Okay, that out of the way. Oh, I can't pause anymore. We have this. Now let's go and work a bit more on the HUD. HUD. We are doing something. So I'm going to need a... what's it called? Oh, I'm gonna have to make this in Photoshop, I think. Doable. What's the resolution of this again? Can I see? Properties? No, it just gives me the same thing. Having teams fight internally and have that be discussed would be excellent. Yeah, it's not actually excellent. Should you imagine something like Supermarket Simulator or Kebab Simulator? Absolutely. That's what you should expect, except now it's cute girls doing cute things. And it's very moe moe. Okay, we're gonna make it 512 by 512, let's say. Indeed. So what I want to do now is we're going to have like an interact spinner thingy. Here you say moe moe, hit differently. Okay, ellipse tool. Gonna kick it wide. Give me my layers Photoshop. A bit of the background. Delete. "15 minutes of thickness so far. Happy to see you're here as well, Seamus. Where is my... Come on. Here. I want to have no fill, and I want to have a white color. And I'm gonna make it like 40 pixels wide. This is too little. 64, just for sake of round numbers. God, I don't want to rotate. I think this is gonna be perfect. Actually... Okay, yeah, this is perfect. Export this as PNG. Radial indicator. I mean, we can export it straight to Unity, I feel. Okay. Update. I think it didn't export yet. Okay, it did. Radial indicator, sprite, single, apply. Create new. This wasn't an image. Was it an image? No. Maybe it was. Let me check. No, it's not. I think it's a slider. Yes. So you have the slider. I'm gonna make it 40 by 40. This looks very weird. Handle looks empty. Target graphic, okay, it's not this. Direction. No, I'm not. Okay, I'm doing this wrong. Are you gonna see a preview of the cable? At the start, you saw a little bit. Unity radial progress bar. What this was. Okay, this is not it. This is also not it. How is this a 12-minute video? There's no shot. I've done this before. It was like one button.
And choose image, because we're going to want to display the image in the center of the screen. So you can see it all down here, and it's coming together. We'll just drag the image on, goes anti-clockwise.
Aha, that was it. Why is this an 11-hour video, an 11-minute video speed tutor? UI image, progress circle. This is a typo. Oh, I just had to add it and then you can do it. Radial 360. Yes, let's take a look. Exactly what we need. Image type radial plus fill. Exactly. We got it. Fill origin top. This is... I want it to be like this. And then I want this to be smaller, 40 by 40. How does this look in game? I think this looks fine. Can I add component shadow? And how does this look? This looks horrible. Remove component again. And then we apply this. Okay, so now we have this. Then we create UI. Xmas Pro. Hint. Interact. Direction hint. Going to add component small font. No. I had to localize. Secondary fonts. Primary. X to interact. Whatever. I kind of want this to always be a set amount under. I feel like this is gonna be... I don't like this font. I'm gonna definitely need to add a secondary, more clean font layer as well. So why? Center. Lower. Game. How does this look? Come on, give me a preview. Just to interact. I feel like this is kind of small. Let's give it a go. So it would be like this. If I look at it. Okay, the circle definitely needs to be smaller. I think the hint text is fine, or could maybe even be a little bit bigger. It's 20 by 20. 30 by 30? Let's just make the crosshair like a little bit bigger as well, just so it all matches a bit more. Make the interaction hint 24. Question is, do we want to have it there? Or here? I feel like underneath is cleaner. So we're going to do it like this. And I think that should be all we need for the UI. Like this is just placeholder. So we disable this. And we disable this. And then William, yeah, below I think indeed is better. And then William can get the rest. Do we need more UI? Take a look. Shortcuts. Simulator. Nope. Just look up simulator. Power wash simulator? Sure thing. Do they have a hut? And what do they have on it? They have a clock, they have money. I think we want to move those things. They have the F is down bottom here. I'm not sure. Is a clay look for assets intended? Oh, it's not intended. It's just we're gonna be PBR. We just didn't look for PBR ones yet. This was an asset we had lying around. Okay, so it has a radical. I don't think we need anything else here. Oh, we want to have an emote menu later on. But I feel like an emote menu weapon wheel is not gonna happen in this live stream. Okay, I think we have a hut. Hut. Let's work at the pause menu. This is it, okay. Emote, is there gonna be multiplayer? Yeah, it's gonna be 1 to 4 player co-op. I think making this style of game in a single player only wouldn't have made sense. Like, you could have made sense a year ago, but yeah. You can provide a base visual style for the emote wheel. Unity weapon wheel. What simulator are you working on? I remember the other game was something like Medieval Cat Zombies. Yeah, and this is a... Fuck, what's it called? A simulator game where you run a maid cafe. Does this take a long time? Who is this? Zyger. I have never heard of Zyger before. We need to start with this. Animation, Unity, toggle. Oh my god, what is all of this? Yeah, I know this of like the radial thing. We're gonna see about this. If you made it emote wheel from scratch, reinvent the wheel, yeah. Is there an easy like free asset or whatever that does this? Because I feel like this is a solved problem. Simple buy menu. I think the answer is gonna be, William, get this asset and use this instead. Or I mean I can put it in as well, but I feel like this is going to be easier. Currently the simple buy menu is not compatible with Odin Inspector. Huh? Mouse and keyboard for both old and new input. Okay, new input, fine. Organize header and detail section, yeah. Yep, there are no maid cafe simulator games. That's indeed the thing that I felt was like, huh? So yeah. William, use this asset. I'm not gonna do the emote wheel now. Let's head back. The main menu. Changes. And let's take another look of inspiration in our GUI pack. Demo, sounds, resources, prefabs, scenes. Demo. Okay, canvas, clean minimalist, list. XUI elements. Does it spawn the other stuff? Is this an... Can't I just access all of this from the one scene? Let's check. Have you enabled adult only? Then it's like you can still find... You can't find a game like what we're doing still. This button does not... Okay, we can't use the demo. Great. UI elements. UI elements. Okay, no, it's just scene switches, so I think we can just go here. This is a scroll. Can we look at it now? No, it still dies. Let's just go through prefabs then, I guess. Navigation, UI elements, backgrounds. How does this look? Okay, so this is just a big ass window. I'm gonna get rid of these two pop-ups for now. I'll put you back here. Because I don't like how... this one is like more round than the other. This here. This is a very big UI. I think we're gonna shrink everything down a tiny bit. Keep this local. Main menu button group. This here. A little bit higher. A little bit more to the side. What I want to do now is like a settings thing. Now, I think instead of a button, they have like an actual pop-up light. Yeah, I'm gonna use this instead. I think this is better. It was extremely big though, so I'm probably gonna shrink that. I don't mind this look in general. It's just massively oversized, so we're going to prefab unpack completely. Top bar height, let's make this 40. 50, maybe 50. Line, minus 49. Title, change the font to 24. And change this to 51, 52. Too small. Let's throw an item localize on here. Settings, secondary, font primary. Okay, so now we get this. It's a very big window. I don't know if I like the operating system look. This can be a little bit bigger though. Let's make it a bit bigger again. Let's make it like 60. Or... nah, let's keep it like this. It doesn't really have... does it have to be big? I don't think so. I think I can make this section bigger in general. Give this one maybe a tiny bit more spacing. Close button. Up. To the corner a bit more. Then the title. Let's make this 28. Also move this a little bit. And then for the main button group, let's just make all of these 230 by, no, keep the same height of 50, just make it bigger. And then I think I'm gonna make all the text font also at 28. Because it is at the end of the day our main menu. So then we get something like this. In which case I feel like spacing should go up to a 12. The logo can be larger as well. I think then we should be fine. I think there's a color mismatch. No. This button feels less white than this one. No? This feels very like brighter. I don't know why. Any features you're planning to add to specifically cater to the Japanese audience or market that the Western audience might not care for? I don't think so. That's a HDRP for you. Maybe it's like the HDR thing or something. Who knows? It feels brighter because size matters. That's what you tell yourself. Anyways, let's get back to business. Oh, the text got reset because of... No? Oh, I think if I run it, then the text gets correctly set. Yeah, then it's continue new game text save settings quit. Okay. Making it feel brighter. Yeah, you guys are making very valid points. I hear you. Do I have a simple? By 1.5 inches. That's a very questionable format. So we're going to call this one for now window, and then under. How would we name this to settings? No. Call this window still. Ah, damn it. Here. Settings window. And then we're going to make this a original prefab or a prefab variant. Prefab variant, I think. Because we're going to reuse this settings window in the pause menu as well. This is just base window. And then here, I'm gonna make a header. Tabs header. Header tabs. And content. Image on this so I can see what we're working with. Let's put this black. And this is going to take up all space. Oh. Settings window. As well. 40. This is going to be 50 minus 100 and 10. Fuck it, we ball. And then we add our button. It's going to be a horizontal layout group. Wait, no, I didn't run through my music. Middle center, do not control these values. Why is this button so disgustingly large? Oh, what is this? I hate this. Okay. Please tell me that on other places. Okay, no. Sometimes Unity has this when you like try to copy paste UI elements from somewhere else. Which probably also explained why it like didn't line up earlier. It's 80. This one can be smaller. 150 by 40. Invisible again. This isn't a prototype? No, it's not a prototype. William has been working on this mainly, and I'm just doing the UI for this sock house. This is going to be an actual game. Whether you like it or not. What about a cute pastel color here as an accent color? Cute pastel color palette. Maybe I should look for a like palette that we can run and pull information from later on actually. 29 beautiful pastel color palettes. Cotton Candy Cloud. Because I feel like we definitely want to use some more. Like, our UI is very colorless right now, I do have to say. So we're gonna find one. I probably want to go for Pinky. Pink Purple, Cotton Candy Cloud is a pretty good one. Not embroidery. No. Is this too much pink? I feel like it is. Duck. Let's just go for Cotton Candy Cloud because I did like the vibe. Can I just paste this? Art. No. Save image as. Color. To do that here. To do it here. Art. Now I just have something to pull back and get my pastel colors from. So we can do something like this is the default one. Let's pull this in. Take a look how this looks. Button. I'm kind of worried about legibility now though. Because if we go, this is pure white, it's illegible. So you need to go for a darker color. Let's pull in 5 buttons and give it some spacing. Say 16. 32. Does this look? Yeah. So we have, like, these buttons will always have to be smaller than these, but I think these are a good size now. They don't feel too big. They almost feel on the smaller side, but I know from experience that we should better. If they look small, that means that I'm doing something good. I think I'm gonna make these this size, but I'm just gonna increase the padding up top and bottom a little bit. Because I want the currently active one, the currently active button, to maybe like have a small increase as well. And I'll turn this to 24. Why are you not using the palette of your logo? Because honestly, I'm not sure we like these colors. This is a logo I made like a month ago. I can swap this very easily. This is very, like, the idea of this logo is it's just made dreaming. It's not a final logo as well. Like, I just took this and made like Temu knockoff logo of it, but it was more of just a vibe thing, so I have something to work on. But this is probably gonna change. So I think that's the reason. I originally liked this, but I don't like the dark color of this logo as much. But it's just this color because of made dreaming as home. I get your point definitely, Jeroxia, but I think I'm rather going to change the color of the logo and just redo the logo to maybe not be as much of a ripoff, although it would make sense for the simulator genre, I guess. And then go with more, because I'm gonna need more pinks anyway throughout the thing. IMO, the logo is good. I just don't like this shade of blue. That's the main. Oh, I can use this hex value as well, but this is like too bright, I think, like too offensive for if I'm doing UI work. Because this is very dark already, so then I would have to maybe swap this to like a white. This is the same pink as the hearts have. Do they have a trademark on the font? No, it's not a bespoke font. I looked it up. It's just a publicly accessible font. The only thing that they did like special was the heart-shaped eyes, but I'm pretty sure that I'm allowed to do it as well. So I feel like a pastel in general could make more sense. I'm gonna need more for the UI, I would say. Create shades and tints out of your blue and try these out. Is there like a site where you can like get a color and make it into a shade thing? You know what I mean? Like color to shade palette generator. Does this exist? Different shades of the color. Okay. It got deleted. I don't know what you did, Jirox. Yeah. You can also grab one of the pinks and slap it like an AI palette generator. Yeah. Let's pull up the PSD logo just so I can get the... Come on, Windows. You're being annoying. So, is it make face simulator assets? Yeah, the font is, I think, just called Arista. Send a link. You sent a link? Yeah, you can't send links here. It will get mad at you. Source text for all of this. I'm gonna pull it up Photoshop. Are we? Or no? We're not. I'll just Windows do it. 003BA. Different shades, but like now you wake up, you idiot. Go away. Palette maker. And then make it a website using comments. A unique tool for creative professionals. Create your palette now. So... let's see. I don't know if this is exactly what I'm looking for. No idea what I'm supposed to do with this. We have this. Yeah, we used. And then this is also a very aggressive shade, I would say. I could do something like using these values, I guess. But at that point, are you really following the palette? That's the question. If I'm using like 10 tints lighter for like this. Button. These darker according to that theme as well. And then I want to get one darker tint to like indicate like this is the selected button. If you consistently use the same amount lighter on the same color, yeah, it's fine. Okay. This is a rough one, I feel, in terms of which color is like more contrasted. Like black is more visible. Is this a different shade? I feel like it isn't. Give me a second. I think I was using. Yeah. I want it to be the highlight color. Oh, it's just not copying it, I feel. Okay, yeah, that's why it didn't. And then this would be the active tab, basically. I like using a dark purple, something like... if you have the white text, you need a small outline. Yeah, definitely. I think we'd need to go for dark text, but dark text is less kawaii, you know? Which is the problem. Can I just look this up? Oh, this is a very dark purple. This is also a very dark blue. I don't really know. Up against the pale pink, I have no idea. This is misery. I feel like I'm just gonna redo the logo with like a slightly different color of blue as well. Can do a dark stroke around the bright text. Dear Sockhouse, welcome to Unity, where strokes is nearly impossible. Also, strokes is something I generally don't like to do either. But making a stroke in Unity is an absolute nightmare and it's really miserable. Is it a Godot W? Did we finally find a Godot W? It's easy in Godot. I need to create an entirely new font, and it completely fucks up like the I2 localize, and it's just pain and misery. Godot users have found their first W. Let's go. You could say making a stroke in Unity gives you a stroke, basically. It's that bad. It's easy in Unity as long as you are only planning to use a font with strokes in your entire game. If you're like, oh, I have only one category of buttons that I want to use stroke, forget about it. You're not doing that. It's like miserable. What if I go for like a slightly darker? But these are not pastel colors. I want my pastels. I'm gonna fuck the logo. And I'm just gonna do things. How's the gym going, Marnix? Getting back to where you were before? I am getting more bufferonis again. Now, to get to the point where I was before, there's still a long way, but it goes better. It's like a similar thing also, like drop shadow in Unity is also miserable to do. Or like to do good. And both of these are like, why? I'm just gonna use this color palette and I'm gonna base the rest of the game around this. I have spoken. It's a slop simulator game. We're making slop for the piggies. I want cute pink shit. And I want... yeah, that's basically what I want. I don't want the button to be this color. Yes, I feel like I should get some more consistency. This is generally a color I really like. Or do we go a bit darker still? Let's go 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2 and see how this looks. It's darker. I like this one more. You must keep your text size in multiples of its base value. That's unique. I have no idea how that one works. But yeah, basically we say screw the logo and we're going to design everything else first, and I'm going to revisit the logo at a later date. I like this one more. This is a darker color? Oh, it looked bright. It looked brighter. I definitely want some good contrast. This is a button, right? Is this a button? Oh my god, am I stupid? I made a button, but it's just an image. Add component. Button. Kind of a crucial one, Marnix. Just saying. And now that we're here, I'm going to ask our dear friend ChatGPT. Give me a Unity. I mean, I could use Bezzy, honestly, for this as well. Maybe I'll use Bezzy. They're also pretty okay. And actually, have I set up Bezzy yet for Maid Cafe? There's an update, apparently. I'll update it for you, William. You're welcome. I'll just use ChatGPT button feel script. This is assets. Make it feel good, juicy, and cute. Very simple. Unity 6 button feel script. On a side note, the music makes me feel like I'm doing a long Anno session. I like it. This is that Skyrim music. It is indeed that Skyrim music. I do like the grind with Skyrim music. Okay. Did I make a button feel script for this game? I don't think so. I could honestly just get the one that I also made for Age of Rot. This is fine. You don't need it, it's fine. The click scale squish combined with a sound, okay. I'm not gonna do the image.color animate. I think Seamus was Trojan. I was wondering, how's your anomaly game going, by the way? Because I feel like if you want the return on investment, it's gonna get to ship soon. Because like the longer you put into it, you know, I think if you look at Kyoto Anomaly, oh, I'm gonna do a call to action. We have like 60, 75 people watching this right now. If you guys, we are very close to 50 reviews. And then we get the very positive thing instead of just positive. We're at 48 reviews, 100% positive right now. It's not a prime moment. If you have bought the game already and you haven't reviewed it, please go and give it a review. Ideally, a positive one. You don't need to buy it if you haven't. I mean, you're welcome to, but there's no need for it. I do like the fact that we're at 100 positive reviews, and this is not just from our viewers. People do genuinely like the game. It's our best reviewed game so far by far. And I think just getting the 50%, the 50 reviews, and then it gives the higher very positive instead of just positive would be nice. So if you have gotten it, but you just never reviewed it, then please give it a review. No Prime, Choroxia. Don't worry, no Prime. I think my Unity is shitting itself. I shouldn't have updated Bezzy, I feel. Mamma mia. It's gonna kill. I also like how there's a cancel button. And it just disappeared, and now it's coming back. Oh, are we gonna get there? No clue what it's doing. Okay. Assets. Components. Create. Normal behavior script. button feel. I think my... Yeah, the plan was to release it in like a month. We're currently looking at end of July to release it. We did so much at the beginning and we've slowed down a lot. Yeah, okay, especially for like first project. It's... I want to do a month is still alright, I think. I'm not gonna make another anomaly like in the same setting. I'm not gonna outcompete you, but yeah. Have you done anything marketing-wise at all? Oh, I finally got my top bar back as well. Or is it just you have the Steam page live, and that's about it? Come on, Unity. Give me a break. Well, that's giving me too many breaks. Godot people are rejoicing right now. Your dad sends his regards. Your dad wants to go to a maid cafe in Japan. He's probably saying some inappropriate stuff now if he hears that. God, why is he doing so much? Godot would probably just crash. Damn. Godot people hating on Godot. Okay, finally. Can I please open my fucking script? And now JetBrains is gonna like take some time as well. Yeah. Yes, trust and open. We're gonna get somewhere. 5 minutes of nothingness. Oh. My stream is starting to suffer. I think I know why. I think it's because my PC is like starting to overheat. Because it is hot as fuck. Well, is this to Unity else? I think it's more my PC that's just suffering right now. I don't like this. I'm just gonna call this button feel instead. I don't want the audio clip to be done by this either. So it's nuked. Then I think we should be fine. The audio source here better as well. Shouldn't these shits be private? Why do you not say these things? William's gonna kill me, ChatGPT, if I push this code. Aircon must be going so hard. Actually, I don't know why. I think, like, the apartment is just starting to heat up. Because it is very... Yeah, it's very dying now. How do I make my PC die less? I'm gonna turn off Photoshop. I think this is taking up quite a bit of resources. Oh, and it's like my writer. My writer was indexing and also killed everything. I think it's gonna come back. It just died because of that. Save these things. Should have a flashbang warning next time opening the code. Don't worry, guys. Light team is the superior one. Unity is once again 1 minute and 30. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the AC like harder in the meantime. Button. Add component. Button feel. Didn't I get rid of the click sounds? Oh, it just hasn't reloaded again. I get there, Unity. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Edit script? Why are you not updating? I'm like force reloading as well. It's 36. I assume you mean Celsius. Oh, this is what we do it for. Boing. Juicy. Boing. So easy. So easy to just make a better feeling game. Now let's go back to business. They bounce nicely. I feel like it was like time to implement button feel was like 1 minute ChatGPT, 17 minutes for Unity to register the change, and that's it. Okay, so we have our buttons. We were working on this thing. Let's transform like this. Oh, it has no mesh width size, right? Image. This should fill up all available space minus 140. Up 140. You should fill up everything of settings window. Oh, why is this 1920 by 1080? This all worked nicely. Size instead of the size of settings window. Ah. It's how the goddamn thing works. Because it does like some magic. It actually uses all space. Why are we doing this? This is why I don't like um, a lot of asset packs, because it does stuff like this for no apparent reason. Or no? Is it literally? Oh, this is the reason why. For some reason, it gave itself skill 140, 120. Sure. Give header tabs a little bit more space up top. Uh, I love animation curves, Trent Billington. I think you can use it as well for like the ease in, ease out. But I just don't. My Skyrim doesn't want to load again. Content. Actually, I think this needs to go UI. No, content, UI, scroll view. This one full size. Tab, game, content. Do not want to have a horizontal one. Go away. This image can go away. I don't know all the easy stuff. Yeah. think, to be aligned with the rest of the game. This is a very dirty pink for some reason. I think as we're using the UI sprite on top of it. No. Content. And then this, we make a vertical layout group. Once again, takes up all available space. Call it upper center, turn off these. Your mic keeps cutting in and out. I think it may have been a performance thing earlier, because I'm using like NVIDIA broadcast, so you don't hear the random sounds. And my PC was dying a bit ago. The aircon is kicking in now, so it's like not dying anymore. So it should be better soon. It's empty, and we call this language setting. Let's take up all of it. Let's take up 1200 pixels. Sure. Height is gonna be 70. And then add component, horizontal layout group. Middle center. I can control these. My text. Case. Definitely want to have a separate font because font size 24. Middle. Then we need a drop down. GUI pack, demo, refabs, UI elements. Slider, scroll bar, spinner, switch, text field toggle, drop down, light. Does this look? This looks pretty okay. Unpack completely. Give it a height of 50. 40, I think. Let's, if we don't want to go overkill. Yeah, definitely 40. Computer needs to be next to the outlet. I don't think that's the issue. I'm just gonna call this drop down. Semi-rounded. A sharp rounded. Come on. This is what I want. I want flat. Give me a flat UI. Label. Size 20. Or it's the same as this one. Yes. Drop down should be like 300 wide. Should be like 700. That's maybe a bit overkill. 600. Does this look? We have language drop down. Definitely needs a divider in between these two. I'm gonna give this like a little bit of a pastel-y background maybe as well. Let's take a look. How does this? Yeah, this drop down needs some work and some love. Nothing we can't fix. Template. So this, right. Scroll bar can stay the same. Content. Item height 40. Label. EM primary 24. To be less. Screen. Oops. I think the colors are great yet, but I think apart from that, should be fine. Boing, 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 boing. This boing, boing, boing. I am in fact a child. Thank you very much. There's a sound effect on this button that I'm gonna get rid of, probably because we have our own audio implementation. Template can be hidden again, and drop down can become a prefab. Language setting. If we just make more of these, we can reduce the spacing, I think, to all of these be like 50 a height as well. Let's say, yeah. Creative juice for names and the variable is just finger, bone, child, child. I guess you're doing inverse kinematics stuff. Oh, yeah, the game's not running. I'm just doing that's why it doesn't show. Okay. Again. A settings window. I think is done enough for now. Like I would add some localization stuff, but I can do that off stream. I think next up, with the pause menu, I think pause menu is an easy dub. If we want really easy dubs, actually, then we're going to do cursor first. Scanning assets. Outline, double. Unpack this because I want to like just look through it. Double. Then we get the preview. We can do this one. This is the one we usually use. Pointer C. Or C shaded. I think just regular C. Oh, we do the shaded one. Or maybe we'll use this one for once. UI. This cursor. Cursor. Apply. Max size 64. Edit. Project settings. Cursor. Feel like it's the same one as our other games, because that's the problem. It's like not smooth, like the corners don't align. Oh, stream is dying again for some reason. Back to GitLab we go. What game should we use? Unicycle? I think that's gonna be the one where we used it. Pizza time. Assets. God, this is a mess. 2D. Pointer C shaded PNG. Oh, not a meta file. Pointer C shaded. Download. No, sir. I don't want any compression. Fine, max size 64. Apply. Filter mode. Filter. It's pretty small. Thank you, Trojan. Drag this as I can. Did this fix it? How does it look now? Let's go F10. Huzzah, we have a better cursor. The UI definitely isn't the prettiest, but I think for now let's go for functional. And then we can deal with fixing the rest later. There's a pause menu. So let's just like apply all of these overrides to the main menu UI. And head back to our outdoor scene. William, I hope you're not making too many scene changes right now, because I am very sorry for you, but I mean everything is in prefab, so it should be fine. Pause menu UI. Okay. This disconnect pop-up I don't like. We'll fix that in a second. Okay. Create empty side buttons. Once again, we make this, what was it that we did? 400 by 700? And this is going to be relatively similar to our main menu buttons. Just don't touch the main prefab. I will stay away far from that. Do I have my button prefab? Oh my god, this is miserable. Return. So once again, we do a vertical layout group. What was it that we did in main menu? I think 230 by 50. Goes middle center, upper center. I want to add a text mesh pro that just says paused. Do this lowercase so I remember that this is not localized. Make this big, make this bold. I'm going to put this actually as part of the side buttons. Center, middle, 300 by 80. Let's make this 48. It's off. Hi, Adventure Tuna. Just got home. What time zone are you at? I feel like you're Australian or like Asian or something. And John Warner, hello to you as well. It's kind of high, I feel. I think in this case, I want to add just an image and call it spacer. To put in between paused and all of the buttons. Just get rid of this, make it a height of 40. Because we're gonna get some more buttons and then we're gonna take this like 16. What does this look like when we're paused now? It needs to go more to the side. This. And then like lower as well. I feel like the main menu actually button is bigger. Let's take a quick swap. Is this the same side? 230 by 50. I think the other ones were 220 by 50. They are... No, 230 by 50. Exactly the same size. Okay. And then this one. Font is set up. UI disconnect. And then probably you want to have this one. UI settings. And maybe we'll have a quit button as well. Button disconnect. Quits. Okay. I want the resume button. It's gonna be resume. Also, pause doesn't really make sense actually. If it's a multiplayer game, right? So probably you want to change this text depending on what the player is actually doing in the game. Because like this is fine if it's a single player game for a UI, but doesn't really make sense if it's multiplayer because the game is not going to actually be paused. Oh well. Issues for another time. So we want to have buttons. Something else you want to do under the pause menu, let's go to create an image. We're going to, do you not intend? Yeah, we're gonna have a single player mode as well. The thing is, like, we probably want to change the pause text if it's on multiplayer, because it doesn't make sense that if you're on a multiplayer lobby, you click on escape and it's gonna say paused. That's more of a thing. Server join codes. It could show the current run data. Yeah, we can fill it up. It's just I realized that probably we're going to want to have to do something dynamic with it. But I feel, William, this is something that I think you agree with. If you play it single player and you press escape, the game does in fact pause. It's just like you can't pause a multiplayer game. Thanks for following, by the way, Carlos Sapequinia 1. I think we're at 400 followers now on Twitch as well, which is pretty sweet. It hasn't updated yet. Yeah, it should be possible to run in a solo state with pause. That's what we're doing in Age of Rot, for example, as well. Now we're going to give this a horizontal layout group. And then... if you force everyone onto the pause menu, that is horrible, Jeroxia. Why would you be so evil? And we go... no, middle right. Where are we working from now? Okay, working from there. I'm probably gonna move this to the bottom. It's going to be 700 wide. I think you guys actually can't see this. Alright, I mean, I also can't really see this great. The idea is... these things. X, Y, Z, A, B, C. This bold. This middle here. And align this way. And then this one we give a lot of space, like 400. This one is 200. That should be plenty, actually, if we're always going to do 6. Let's just give this some padding. I can actually go up to like 70, 60. This one 50. And now, is that something we want to do? It's like, if you want your friends to join, you can be like, hey, by the way, guys, this is my code. Might add a way to pause in multiplayer, but like it'll be a host feature. Yeah, it could be something where like you can choose it as a host of like you want to change things, yes or no. Once again, I'm gonna change this or I'm gonna hate my life. Lobby_codes. So I know that I have to localize this later. I think then we want to add the... This should just be called settings window, not settings window variant. Oh, why did this not get saved? Let me check actually, because this should save. I do see the use for in the middle of a session. Yeah, you maybe want to have like a vote pause or something. On the other hand, it's like, we're probably not going to be that hardcore. Why? Like, we have all of these things. Is it because we're making a prefab variant? I think I'm just going to unpack. I can't unpack this. Oh, I think I have to go to main menu. Settings window. I think this is enough. Is this my settings window? Show context. Normal, yeah. Let's take another look. Outdoor scene. Save. Okay, that was enough. UI, boss menu UI. Settings window. And now we once again put this here so that it looks like this. Let's get the disconnection pop-up hidden for a second. And then, yeah, like this is not permanently visible, only if you click on the settings button. Oh, why do localization so early? You just want to get it like a base out of the way at the beginning so you know it works. But I'm not gonna like localize all of the strings to all of the languages. It's just like we're gonna do it in English first. And then like the way it works is like once we then get closer to release, I just have to go through all of these keys and then localize it into all of the different languages, and I know it's going to work. And I don't have to do anything else in-game. Because I did that right at the beginning when there weren't a lot of text fields. Oh, I didn't share my... Like I just have... We do this, the English only, and then when we get like 2 or 3 weeks from sending out the game or whatever, releasing it built with localizations, then we go and we fill in all of these other languages. But we then know already that this is gonna work. William, we still need the join thing, right? We still need so much UI, honestly. I don't know how much we're gonna do still. We got a pause menu. So we have something to work off. You have the lobby code. Start view here. You have some HUD stuff. It's just gonna be main menu now. Go back to main menu. And then from there on, the connection UI. And I think then we have the core loop. Settings when you can go away. Just want to get a new window up, right? Hydration and stretch break time. Everyone take 5 Lamau. I do feel like I want to use the washroom. Because you want me probably to keep the connection pop-up some, or like what we can maybe do, William, is we keep the connection pop-up for now, and then once you have the lobby system working, like you can just swap which window it has to open with the other one. Yeah, TC Geeks are top. They're very linear, and there's like an upgrading of like what you can upgrade. We're gonna do that as well. But that's gonna be like a world space UI. Now it's just like I wanna be able for us, the developers, as well, to just join a game in a good way and all of that. Because it's like I want to do a new game. Do we do like the Minecraft system where you can open a game? We ain't having a lobby thing. Yeah, we ain't having a lobby thing. But you probably still want to say at some point, William, where, like, for example, is this... No, is my game public? No, we're not doing public either. So are we then assuming that every server immediately is public? Because at that point, what's stopping someone from, like, brute forcing the connection strings, for example? Like, you probably want to have something like, oh, this lobby is friends only. Because otherwise, like, for example, streamers. You want to have it so that a streamer can play this game, and without them... This was a big problem in Among Us, for example. Like, lobby codes had to be hidden. So you probably want to have something where you can open and close lobbies, or like games, to disable new people from joining. And then the question is, do you do this in-game? That's a game setting. But it's not a game setting. You want to have it different than from your settings window, I feel. Because your settings window is very much more like... It doesn't make sense that you're... Because it's a game setting. It's like maybe your default. It could work. It's not ideal, but it could work. I don't know what I would look for. Because then I feel like the connecting would basically just be like this window shrunk down so it's not as big, and then like, what is your friend code? And that's it. Like, we could have this very easy. Maybe they could punch in a code that's hidden. Other players need to join. Yeah, that's the thing. You had options to choose from for the game. Yeah. Could you adjust it in the game? No, you couldn't adjust things like your biomes and whatever in game. Let me... I feel like I'm gonna now potentially blow up my PC. Because I think Forge Industry isn't the best example to pull up here. If Steam wants to wake up. Dear Steam, how long does it take you to log in? Yeah, in Maid Cafe you can still adjust those settings in the game, but it's like... yeah... Okay, I'm gonna park it for now, because I think this is something that I shouldn't just do the UI for if we are to remake it anyway. Like, the join game is gonna be easy. Beautiful music. So we do new game, and then here we had like player name. This is not gonna be a thing. Stage is not gonna be a thing. Difficulty maybe. Dynamic world events. But at that point it feels like a lobby that just other people can't join. If you're going to have this thing. Where it's like your pre-game settings, I guess. Start new game options and modal to set some settings. Yeah. Making an update for Forge Industry. We are not. I just wanted to see how we did it here. Like, this is an example of like massive UI. Like, if you look at like how big these, like, I can put my thumb on my screen and the buttons are still bigger than it. So yeah, we would then just have it in like the game tab, basically, where here you would also have an entry of like lobby privacy. This is just configuring your game. Yeah. That was enough Forge Industry for now. I'm not gonna do the saves one. I'm gonna do the join game. William, we can assume the join game is only going to be... Oh, I want to add a... Like, join game is gonna be with just a friend code. We're gonna figure out a way, right? Hardcore super hard mode, yeah. Have you considered laying out the UI flow in a whiteboard? Nope. Nope. Miss me with that. Still have my window? I do. Yeah. It's a very big window. Oh my god. So the scale thing should be easily doable. Is this the same size as settings window? Yes, okay. So this is the join game window. Join will just be a different modal window that pops up where you can select how to join. Most indie devs don't prototype UI though. I think also we're reaching the point where like our UI is very similar at the end of the day for all our games, because it's like we're not amazing UI designers. So we don't really fully try to reinvent the wheel every time. Title. This is just called... I can actually join underscore game. Be fine. This window. Let's center it. I'm going to massively downsize it, probably. And center it again. Then have a button in here. The join game button. Where's my color palette? So that's... Those. Good stuff. Going to be... I'm gonna merge these all into like... I'm actually gonna do this here in the prefab. I hope I don't break everything. With empty parent. Okay, nothing changed, that's fine. This is not fine, actually. Why are you like this? Why? Something. The border. Okay, the border doesn't belong in the header. Can I just make this take up the required space? Zero. This to 0. It's 49. 0. Close button also once again. Let's do 0, 0, and then adjust it the old-fashioned way. Minus 25. Minus 25. Okay. How does my UI look? No, I actually have to fix this. Title needs some space. Let's do 25. So it's equal. How does settings window look? Looks fine as well. Okay. Join game button. We're going to call this game object called content. Thank you for following Olivi as well, by the way. Settings, Dev's worst nightmare. I mean, this is alright. It's just, it's annoying because the prefab wasn't done good the first time. And then I'll make this a vertical layout group. Upper center, width, height, do not control those. Hello, I want to start making my first video game, but I don't have any idea how to code. I try using tutorials, but I just copy and paste. How can I learn coding? Oh boy, that's a hard one. I think I have no good idea, honestly. Like, it's not just go ChatGPT, I can tell you that much. But it's like, how do you actually learn it? It is just like, the one that I always give is the 10-hour Code Monkey. I think that's the only one that you really need to, like, goes pretty good and very in-depth, and it's not just copy-paste stuff. That will teach you a bunch of stuff. UI text, Express Pro. Enter lobby. That's 20, maybe 24. I feel like they're going big again. Let's go 500 wide and 200 tall. This should take up all available space. Minus 60. And be centered. Hi, Ghost Lupo 86 as well, by the way. Back in my day, we used books to learn, except there's no good game dev books, I feel. Not in English, at least. If you're here in Japan, there are a lot of game dev books still. And even, like, let me pop on over on XD Everything app 1 second. Give me a second. Oh, the Olivier followed me on XD Everything app, actually, as well. Let's see if I can find it. Here, yeah, so this is this guy, Hirohasu. He's Japan's like biggest game dev YouTuber. So he's at like 80,000 subscribers or whatever. And he's actually gonna be releasing a game dev book in August. Of like Unity game development, your first textbook. This doesn't exist in English anymore, I feel. And I think there's a good reason for it as well, because the moment that Unity drops a new version, like, this is going to be outdated. But in Japan, you still have a very high amount of books that are focused on learning things. There's like very normal, like I can go to my local bookstore and I can genuinely pick up a book about Unity or like shaders. It's all in Japanese though. And I think that's something that I definitely do miss, that like the English language just doesn't have really good ones. Can I link his YouTube? It is in Japanese, but yeah, I think I can. He actually lives in the same city as me. He also lives in Osaka. I just never went to meet him or whatever, because I think he doesn't speak English, and he's also very old. It looks like a very Japanese book. I love Japanese book cover design. I don't know if there's a graphical design term for it, but I love these styles of covers. If I ever make a book, I want to have that style. Okay, you can be quiet now. Like, I don't think he's uploaded a lot. He still uploads actually quite decently. He's mainly YouTube. I just clicked on the Steam. Are we still procrastinating? Potentially. But yeah, I want to do a collab with him at some point. Because I think it could be cool. He's basically Japan's Code Monkey. But it's like, yeah, language is an issue. Yeah, and then like Cobra Code, he lives in Tokyo as well. I'm probably gonna meet him at Bit Summit. He has like one of his books as well, like game art books. And these are like also like learning how to draw. Like, I don't know if this is draw, but like animating and things like that. But once again, it's all in Japanese. Because there is just more, I feel, for like Japanese art and all of that, basically. Anyway, that was the procrastination side tangent. I once picked a game dev book in Taiwan. Hey, that's Cobra Code. Yeah, we're gonna... The thing is, he's a faceless YouTuber, so I don't know how much of a collab we can really do, because he probably doesn't want to show his face on YouTube for some reason, which is fine. But I should be able to meet him. Like, I sent him an email a month ago when I moved here, and he's coming to Bit Summit most likely. So, yeah. Like, he was considering it. Body, GUI plug, demo, prefabs. I want a UI element in input. Yields. White themed. I want a single one. Background and icon. Background and icon search or regular? What's the difference? Oh, it's transparent. Oh, I need the one with background probably. That's why. I'm just gonna get rid of the icon. Unity is a relatively beginner-friendly engine, yeah. I think Unity is if you want 2D games to start, then Godot is okay. I think Godot falls apart a little bit when you want to go for like more fancy 3D stuff. Completely. We're going to disable the icon. Text area, placeholder. Change this font. Change this font. This one can be a little bit. Middle center, just for fun. Speak of camera wear a mask or meet live off content schedule. Yeah, so we can do stuff like that. Like, I also wouldn't know exactly what to do because he's very, like, you know, technical in Unreal focused. But yeah, I think it's like, I do like collabs whenever I can do them. Also, just grab whatever's closest and easiest for you to pick up because you don't know what you don't know yet. Yeah. Text, sample, lobby codes. Do I need anything more than this? Like, technically this should work, right? I feel like it's like we have a button. Let's see, how does this interact, behave, whatever. This, we have our join button. XYZ, ABC. Okay, so I can make this a bigger join thing, I think. Bigger number. Oh, pressing escape even clears it. This again. Input fields. We make this a height of 80, let's say. And then we make the text and this one goes centered. Font size 36. 48, maybe? Make a sample underscore code. Give this an open. Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 as my lobby code. I think this is good sizing. It can be like very big. Maybe we want to have like an option of like hide it if like a streamer wants to join, so they can type in the code or like copy paste in the code without it being visible, like kind of passwordy like. But those are scope creep features. I think this is already fine. The join game button, text, join underscore game, like this. Yeah, make it a password field, but I don't want to have it permanently be a password field. I think it should be a toggle. I think it's definitely something we can do pretty easily, though. I think I'm gonna leave it at this, guys. Like, it's not fully done. But my focus is also getting more and more done. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up soon here. I think we still did some decent stuff. I think William can enjoy himself with implementing UI for like at least half a day. I'm gonna still fill in like the localizations and stuff later. But I think apart from that, we should be fine. So thanks everyone for coming in and helping me beat the procrastination. I hope it was entertaining and you worked on some of your own projects in the meantime. I would hope. So yeah. I think we still did some pretty good progress. I don't know what you think, William, if you're still here. But yeah, you can still do some stuff. Time to keep working on your game, guys. And I'll be back in the future with some other stream. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one. Bye.